I hope somebody makes a study how much AI costs humanity so far, not just billions in investments, but the cost of reviewing everything, research, code, security holes, copyright, energy. It's actually an unquantifiable number, Ghost, but it's a very good point, and I've covered bits and pieces of it. So, for example, there were a few studies done, I think in the UK, which uh, what did they do? They looked at the perceived production benefits of using AI. Yeah, it was how productive, how much more productive were you when you used AI inside of like a corporate setting, for example, versus the amount of costs for that. So as an example, certain people felt more productive when they produced work with AI because they could produce it faster. But then the cost to that was other people around them had to increase their time confirming that the output of that work was correct. And usually everything falls even, it's a wash, so you're not actually getting anything, which means that any investment dollars, if you exclude energy costs or bad materials like copyrighted materials, security, etc. Even if you just take those off the table and you only look at the cost to operate these things, typically those studies conclude, I can't remember how many hundreds or thousands of companies they went over, but it's usually that everything comes out to a wash. That's not worth it, because imagine that you're spending somewhere to the tune of, I think it's $8 billion with data centers and investments and all of that for AI, and you're paying that to someone and you're not getting the output you want when you look at everything that is a consequence of using AI to generate your work, right? So it's a good point, and I think the limited data that we have actually shows that AI is not worth it. It has not been worth it up until this point, not even close, except maybe a few niche use cases. I would look at some text after the segment, Spike. I try and keep the the stuff I look at within a certain set of articles and a theme. Otherwise, everything just derails really fast.